Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into some interesting executive employment details. It's like peeking behind the curtain to see what kind of deals are being made at the top and what happens if things go south. Before we start, if you appreciate getting straight insights from corporate documents, make sure you're subscribed. We also have a Discord community linked in the description below, which you can use to talk about this report. Scroll form Snake K scroll. We are looking at a Form 8K filing from NewAmsterdam Pharma company. This type of form is used to report major events that could be important to shareholders, like a change in executive compensation and arrangements. This 8K focuses on an updated employment agreement with their Chief Scientific Officer and a Director, Dr. John Castelline. The key date to remember here is July 11th, 2025. That's when this agreement was put into place. It officially replaces the previous agreement from November 2022. So what's this agreement about? It's an updated employment contract, basically spelling out the terms of engagement between the company and Dr. Castelline. It covers things like his role, salary, and what happens if he leaves the company, whether he chooses to leave or the company lets him go. These agreements are always important because they give the executive a roadmap on how they are expected to perform and explain their compensation structure so they know they are being treated fairly. One of the main highlights is what happens if Dr. Castelline gets terminated without cause. This means the company ends his employment without a specific justifiable reason, like poor performance or misconduct. In that case, he's entitled to 12 months of his base salary, any earned bonuses, and a bonus that's proportional for the year he's terminated. This is pretty standard in executive agreements. It's a way to protect executives in case of a layoff that isn't their fault. Now, things get more interesting when a change in control comes into play. A change in control means the company is acquired, merged, or undergoes a big ownership shift. If Dr. Castelline is terminated without cause close to such a change, or terminated either without cause or even if he leaves for good reason within 12 months after the change, he gets the severance package, meaning the payments and benefits we just discussed. Good reason means certain negative changes to his job, like a demotion or a big pay cut. It shows the company wants to ensure he's taken care of, even if there are big shifts happening. Here's where things get really juicy. In change in control scenarios, all of Dr. Castelline's stock options and equity awards that are based on time, not performance, will accelerate. This means they become fully available to him immediately, so he can exercise them right away, which allows him to potentially profit from those stocks right when a deal makes them go up. The exercise period for some of his vested options, which are options that he already earned, will also be extended, meaning he has more time to cash them out. This is a golden parachute of sorts designed to incentivize him to stick around during uncertain times and ensure is rewarded for his previous performance. This can be extremely valuable to him depending on the stock's price at the time. The filing also talks about exhibits, but in this case, it's just the cover page data filed in a specific format called inline XBRL. No need to get bogged down into that. It's just how they submit the info to the SEC. Finally, the report is signed off by Michael Davidson, the Chief Executive Officer of NewAmsterdam Pharma company. This confirms that the company stands behind the information presented in the filing. Now let's zoom out and think about what this all means. This agreement tells us a few things about NewAmsterdam Pharma. First, they are committed to securing their key executives. Offering generous severance packages and change in control benefits keeps those executives incentivized and focused because it reduces the risk of personal loss for them. Second, the acceleration of stock options during a change in control suggests the company might be open to being acquired or merged in the future. Golden parachute deals like this often make a company more attractive to potential buyers. Third, by reviewing these kinds of agreements, one can evaluate if an executive is being grossly overpaid for their performance or being reasonably compensated. Now, looking at these details more broadly, remember that these types of agreements are becoming more standard for executive positions. They are designed to align the executive's interests with the company's and to protect them from unforeseen circumstances. However, it's important to see the company from the shareholder's point of view. While it might seem like a great deal for an executive, shareholders should ask themselves if the company is being responsible with executive incentives or is overpaying. Alright, that's our breakdown of NewAmsterdam Pharma's 8K filing about their Chief Scientific Officer's employment agreement. What's your take on these executive compensation arrangements and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.